Get the camera right. Look at her. I didn't even know she was up there until I turned the camera on and saw her. What are you doing up there, young lady? It doesn't matter. Let's see. What I wanted to talk about was this is Manila, November 17th. The United States and the Philippines on Friday signed a landmark deal that would allow Washington to export nuclear technology and material to Manila, which is exploring the use of nuclear power to decarbonize and boost energy independence. The United States will be able to share equipment and material with the Philippines as they work to develop small modular reactors and other civilian nuclear energy infrastructure, U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken said in a signing ceremony on the sidelines of the APEC summit in San Francisco. Now, that small modular reactor is known as a small nuclear reactor. So that does mean the technology is moving forward. Another Rolls-Royce is building them. I've done several shows on it. There's finally people are catching up with what I've been telling you. We see nuclear energy is becoming part of the Philippines energy mix by 2032, and we are more than happy to pursue this path with the United States. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. said in a speech. Nuclear energy is one area where we can show the Philippines and the U.S. alliance partnership, truly, how the U.S. and the Philippines partnership truly works. U.S. Congress approval is needed for the deal, which will allow a peaceful transfer of nuclear material and equipment and information in adherence with non-proliferation requirements. Isn't that just interesting? Hey, what's up, Joseph and Art? Seems like the Philippines is going to be getting small SMR, small modular reactors. We just signed a deal with them to be able to give them by 2032, the year we're supposed to open up a moon base. They're going to have small modular reactors. Right on. Quit. But yeah, I just wanted to bring you that because, again, it goes back to what I've been saying all along of SMRs, or the future of energy technology. Hey, what's up, Mickey? And this deal that's just been signed with Manila, or the Philippines, proves it. What's up, Jake? Take care, Jake. Thanks for stopping by, brother. Yeah, I was bored, and this guy was bothering me, and that girl's not supposed to be up there, but she's up there anyhow. Quit. And then I got my other cat in there crying, wanting attention, but he won't come in here because of... Where's Ginger? Ginger and him don't get along. Ginger won't let him in here. And this guy likes eating my hair. Quit. So, yeah. It's a small little update on SMR technology, the fact that we signed a deal with the Philippines, allowing them to have nuclear technology. This guy's fixing to fall out. If you fall out of there, you're going to hate life, buddy. Yeah, you're going to hate life. There you go. Hate me now. But yeah, SMR technology is definitely the future. They said they're going to have SMRs in the Philippines operational by 2032, oddly the same year that we're supposed to be opening up the moon base, which is 4 years after Rolls-Royce is supposed to deliver to the United Kingdom government an SMR to be used as a power station for a moon base that should be opened by NASA in the United States by 2032, the same year that the Philippines will have SMRs operating in their country. It's just weird how it's just lining up time-wise. It's validation for all my stories. Uh-oh. We got the other one. This is the other one. The other new one. I still don't have a name for him. I was thinking to call him Spot, because he has a spot on one side, and he's got like 2 spots on his ear, and his tail's a different color. But I don't know yet. How can we make the best of this situation? I could get a bigger coat that these guys could hang on me. But as far as that goes, I'd look into investing into the division of Rolls-Royce that they've opened up for SMRs. It's kind of cheap right now. Of course, when the crash comes, it's going to crash. But Rolls-Royce already has contracts with NASA and the English government to build these things and get them operational by 2028. So it's definitely the future. So I would look at those companies, Rolls-Royce and the other companies that are building SMRs. There are other companies. I just keep seeing the name Rolls-Royce because they seem to get all the company or country contracts, which means that investing in them now, once they perfect their first couple and get them operational, their stock shares should jump through the roof as soon as the rest of the world hears about what I've been talking about for the past year and a half, and they hear it on CNN, and the masses go running in. You'll profit like a son of a gun if you already have those stock. That's one way I can think of. Another way is find out what companies are looking to open up on the moon. Ground floor opportunity for extraterrestrial investment. Find out, I think probably Shell or Phillips 66 is going to be one of the ones that are going to be making H3 up there and mining for it. So, I don't know. I would check into those companies and see what their future endeavors are and see if they line up with the moon base that they plan on having for mining operations. And again, they're going to have some. There's going to be companies involved. Find out what which companies those are and invest in them. And it's supposed to be grooming time. She's grooming. He's grooming. He's grooming. Hardly sleeping. This guy here's purring like a son of a bitch. Yeah, I'd like bringing ground floor opportunities when there's still pennies on the dollar. It's like investing in, like, say, Bitcoin when it was $1. That's what I'm hollering about right now. And people are going to wait till it goes way the hell up, and then they're going to start talking about it. But everyone gets in it now is going to be happy as hell in 5 years, 6 years. Hey, what's up, Cheryl? Yeah, I'm always covered by kitty cats. It's like they're drawn to me. They like me for some reason. Like being on my back and clawing the hell out of me to get there. If I don't have a shirt on, this sucks. Trust me. But yeah, these are the two of the four. They got two other siblings out and about that I've been unable to catch. But nowadays, with all the kitties, no one's adopting. So any ones that I catch, I no longer have resources to get them out. So I'll have to end up keeping. That's why I tried so hard to spay and neuter as many as possible last year and the year before that, because I knew this day would be coming. Because I always see things early, just like space mining operations. I'm always a couple of years early. But I saw this scenario happening. And had I not got the 17 that I got spayed and neutered, I'd probably have like 50 freaking cats right now. Hold on, I gotta get these guys down. Come on, guys. Kitty dumping zone. That's okay, they'll be back. Hopefully not, but they will. But yeah, ground floor opportunities. I know Astroforge is launching is launching by the end of this month their second rocket into outer space to assemble some device that they have to start some sort of a space mining operation. And now I'm seeing on some of these space not astrology but astronomy websites that I go to, they're finding other about the Kuiper Belt past Mars, and that's where most of the big rocks with most of the money are at, and that's what they're going for. See, I told you he'd be back. They found now recently that there are closer asteroid fields real close to us that could be mined. It's just amazing how they're finding this information out as people start looking at outer space mining. There's actually a couple that rotate as the Earth goes around the sun. This is the sun, the Earth goes around it. There's actually a couple asteroids that are in front of the Earth that are traveling in an elliptical orbit with the sun on a similar trajectory as Earth. they could be mined, and it doesn't take 7 years to get to them. They could get to them in a year, 6 months. Hey, what's up, Mary? Jake had to leave already. It is his bedtime. It is 9:40 where he's at, and he's not a late night guy. Invest in kitty cats. They bring much pleasure to your life too, especially if you make bad investments on the stock market. You'll be like, damn. And then these guys will come up to you and be like, oh, hell, that's so cute. And you forget about all the millions of dollars you lost. But if you're a smart investor, like I'm trying to get people to be, you will invest in things early, very, very early, when there's still pennies on what they will be of tens of dollars in a couple of years. And you will be driving Rolls-Royce cars and Beamers and Jaguars if you so choose, because you will be wealthy enough to do so if you make those wise investments early. Get in early. And that's why I've been pushing the space mining and asteroid mining companies and having guys get an interest in that so that you can get in early. The SMR technologies, just 17, just today, we signed a deal with the Philippines to give them enough technology by 2028 for them to have their own SMRs operating in the Philippines. So, I mean, I found out the other day, our union hall, ironworkers, we have 4 hydrogen power plants to build in the Bay Area in the next couple of years. Okay, so hydrogen fuel cell technology is coming about. Get in early. It's probably Phillips and Chevron, excuse me, are probably the two. That'll be doing that. But as the years go on, and as long as I'm still out here doing ironwork, I'll keep you guys informed on that. Because as an ironworker, I have a unique perspective on the economy. Hey, no, we're going solar and wind and electric. No, we're not. If we were, we wouldn't be building 4 hydrogen power plants within the next couple of years. So everyone's shifting over. We're going to have a multi-power economy in the future. Electric, oil, gas, hydrogen. There's going to be all types of power generation sources out there. It's going to separate just not from oil, or not just electric and oil. It's going to be electric, oil, hydrogen, biodiesel. There's going to be Phillips and Chevron's already quit making fuel for cars and have retrofitted their plants here for biodiesel. So biodiesel engines are going to be coming out. Hydrogen biodiesels. Hey, what's up, C4? Hey, Cheryl. So, there's a lot of things that are coming up and changing, and that gives opportunity if you know about them before mainstream. Once mainstream knows about it, you're already really too late. I mean, you can still make money on the investments in that stuff, but if you're in there before mainstream, by God, it's like buying a stock at 1 penny, and then everyone hears about it when it's at $1 and it jumps to $20, but you got it at a penny. That's the type of info I'm trying to get out way early. Purchase way early. Stuff I'm talking about is not going to be like it's not like a slot machine. It's not going to make you rich in the next 6 months to a year. The stocks I'm trying to get you guys to look at, to invest in, will give you long-term wealth. It'll Warren Buffett kind of wealth, long-term wealth. And hey, what's up, Hahn? And that's what I'd like to see everyone, make some very good investments for, 3 years down the line, 4 years after this fucking crash happens and we start doing a recovery. Those people have already got that stuff going in space. Contracts already signed with governments. Money's already changed hands for the SMRs, for the space mining, for the moon base by 2032. All this stuff's already, all the paperwork's been signed. It's in operation. It's in go mode. So hop in on one of the companies that are going to make that happen. They're going to profit by it. And as soon as everyone else hears what they're doing, other countries are going to want to put stuff on the moon. So those companies are going to get more business. Their stock's going to go up because everyone's going to know about them after they do their first one. So if you purchase the stock before they build their first moon base or operation or whatever it is, refinery or mining operation, whatever they get up there first by 2032, then you're going to be so much better off than the average investor that gets in long after that, once the news, CNN tells them about it. Okay, I said hello to CATM. What's up, my brother? So yeah, when you watch my show, I'm not telling you to do things that are going to happen. It's not like crypto. Everyone says platinum's volatile. Nah, crypto is volatile. Platinum, I can see exactly. I can lay out a timeline, overlay a historical chart, and give you a geopolitical, economic war against BRICS chart, and lay it out for you when platinum started getting suppressed, and it affects South Africa, part of BRICS. We're in an economic war. Look back, it's 2011 when they joined BRICS. That's when the economic war started on them, and platinum started to go down. And if you watch another one of my shows, they started mismanaging their gold mines, and they've lost, I think, like $5 billion in 10 years on their gold mines. And by the way, they're running them aren't going to be able to mine anymore within 20 years, unless someone who knows what the hell they're doing goes in there and starts managing that country properly. But they're not going to, because they don't have any money. So they're on a downward spiral until the war ends, the economic war ends. They're going down. It's not going to be long. They're going to go bankrupt, belly up soon. Impala, earlier this year, I did a show. Impala and all the other miners were platinum miners were talking about they're going to have a 15% reduction in production because of power issues. Well, just 2 weeks ago, I think Impala Mines is doing voluntary layoffs before they start doing firing. So they're going to be close to bankrupt in the next month or two. So the economics wars on them, it's not going to last long. None of this shit you'll see in charts that have anything like fundamentals or technicals in them. Charts aren't going to show you that, because the economic war is a 21st century thing as far as that goes. So I'd say within 2 years, platinum's going to be going way back up to its historical average of twice the price of gold. Twice the price of gold. And I challenge you guys to look at it. Look at it, a 100-year historical chart of platinum. Look at the year that gold overtook platinum for the first time in history. And look at history at that year. What happened? South Africa joined BRICS. Why? China got South Africa into BRICS for their unique resources. This is the reason why they gave. I did a video on this. Gold, silver, and diamonds. Diamonds ain't shit. That's the most manipulated fucking resource out there. So gold and platinum are their two unique resources. The two things they've been losing money on since they joined BRICS: gold and platinum. It's real simple to see. So, Alan, where's Alan? Hey, Alan Greenspan, what's up, brother? So yeah, that's what's happening with platinum. As far as when it's going to end, well, as soon as they go bankrupt, it's over, game over, and they're close to being bankrupt. So buy your platinum now. It is historic. Never in the history of history has it been this low with an economy backed by it. In other words, like 200 years ago, it was still twice the price of gold. 100 years ago, it was twice the price of gold. 60 years ago, 50 years ago, 30 years ago, 20 years ago, it was twice the price of gold. In 2008, March 2008, platinum hit an all-time high of $2,270. Gold was $130. So platinum was 120% more than gold just back in 2008. So sorry for the rant, but you know me and platinum. I see what's going on. I don't know why anyone else can't see it. I see it, so I'm hollering it to the rooftops, and I'm screaming and yelling, telling people buy platinum now. And as a matter of fact, not financial advice, now would be a damn good time to take your gold. Not all of it. Like say you got 10 gold pieces, take 2 gold pieces and trade it for 4.5 platinum. Because when platinum goes back up to its traditional price of twice that of gold, you can take those 4.5 platinum and get 10 ounces of gold. So for 2 ounces of gold, 2 years of time, you're getting eight ounces of gold profit. And arbitrage. Switch it over. That's the play. I've talked about that before. I think that is the play. Hey, you're welcome, ATM. You will be so happy within less than 2 years that you have platinum. Because we are in an economic war. You can never forget that. Anytime someone talks about the economy to you, remember, we're in an economic war. So what was cool and traditional, this, that, the other, to go by charts, whatever, don't come into play when you're in an economic war. Economic war takes precedence because there's things that countries can do with their economy to screw up any chart out there. Look at platinum. Look at silver. Well, look at platinum for sure for the economic war part. It's on sale big time. It's on sale big time. It's 25% of its actual value. It costs $1,270 or $1,230 to mine 1 ounce of platinum, and you're buying it at 20% of what it costs to buy it. You want to know why all the platinum miners are losing money and going to be going bankrupt? Let's see. They're selling it for less than it costs to mine it. Why are they doing that? Because they got to stay in business. But as long as they're losing money, they're not going to be staying in business long. They're going to go bankrupt. Economic war over. America wins. Hold on, I'm getting a fan in here. You crush South Africa, you crush BRICS. South Africa's easy to crush. They crushed themselves when they had their little apartheid and got rid of all their citizens that weren't of a skin tone, the way that other people wanted it. So they got rid of them. And when they got rid of them, they didn't think about, well, hey, how do we run a country? We'll figure it out. Yeah, they figured it out all right. They figured out, well, if you don't put in money into infrastructure and keep your coal and power plant up to speed with technology, you're not going to be able to provide power. Without power, you're going to lose your country. Well, fuck, I wish we would have known that when we took this sumbitch over. We'd have done it differently. Yep, but you didn't, so it's only a matter of time. I'm having my hair done right now, by the way. It's kitty special. Yeah, here I am, the Economic Ninjas mod. He talks about making kitty cat videos, and I'm his moderator. I make kitty cat videos. You want to see why I make kitty cat videos? How can you not make a kitty cat video? Any video I make, there's a kitty cat in it because they're crawling all over my ass. Let's see, I'm catching up with the chat right now and being attacked. Why can't you be like your brother and go to sleep? That's all right, Art Collector. Phones die all the time. You came back. That's awesome. Yes, Sunday live stream still on. I just thought it was cool to be able to put up a live stream saying it's Saturday Night Live, because I remember the show Saturday Night Live. I used to watch it, and I thought it was cool. And I just thought it was cool that I could make a show called Saturday Night Live. So it's self-indulging. So you get a live stream because of my vanity. Surprised Pete the Sasquatch isn't on. His dinner date should be over with his mother-in-law. I know you got the notification. After platinum, I like titanium. I really do. I think I've said that on one of my videos. There is other metals that are going to be in play before titanium, but I just like it. I like it. I think there's unforeseen uses for titanium in the space construction industry that right now we don't see because we're not mining or we're not building in space. But once we start to build in space, I think titanium is going to play a pretty big role. I'm actually, and when I do get back to work, I want to buy a 6 foot long, 1 1/4 inch round bars of titanium and practice quarterstaff with a heavier So that way you build up the muscles. That way when you go with regular core staff, you can really fucking put some power behind it. And it also allows me to have titanium on hand. Yeah, Mary, I haven't had I don't cable TV. I haven't had cable TV where you plug it into your TV. I haven't had that in like 5 years. I've been I kind of monked out, and I just started doing more research work and coming home research, and then finally I got in this YouTube stuff, and I still do research work, YouTube stuff, research. Sweet. C4T attack. What you need to read, this book right here. This book right here will save you more money. This one book right here will save you money, will make you money, will bring you happiness, and allow you to know a lot of things you don't know now. No, it's how to read a person like a book. This tells you body language. It tells you observing body language to know what people are thinking. To know what people are thinking by observing them. How to read a person like a book. Because this precious metal stuff is all well and good and whatnot, but check this out. If shit hits the fan, you ain't going to be dealing with precious metals. You're going to be dealing with people that are going to want to fuck you over, and they're going to be lying, cheating, and stealing. And if you know they're lying in advance, you can save your ass. That's one part of shit hits the fan prepping people don't talk about. Because you're going to find a lot of evil, mean people out there looking to screw you over and get something for nothing. And if you can read them like a book, they won't be able to screw you over. You'll be able to screw them over, and you'll be the better off for it because you know how to read a person like a book. Trust me, you can shut down anyone if you know they're lying to you. When people actually tell you they're lying to you, you just got to know how to read it. Exactly, Art Collector. Recommended book, How to Read a Person Like a Book. Knowledge is better than weapons. I'll give you a little scenario, and I say this, Alan saying silver, gold, platinum, brass, lead. If you're knowledgeable in things that other people aren't, and they know you know that, you won't need a weapon. Because say you can grow anything in any soil because of what you know. Why would someone want to stick a gun in your hand and have you go out there and shoot things up when you can go back there and grow shit and grow it good and know it's going to grow? Another thought process of shit hits the fan scenario. That's why I say learn a skill. Because if you make yourself, the ones that are going to be the dummy, it's just like the Army, the 11 Bravos. Sorry for everyone who's 11 Bravo. I patched up a lot of 11 Bravos. It's no big deal. I apologize in advance. But just if you don't have a skill, you're in the meat grinder. You're an 11 Bravo. You're expendable. You're going to have that weapon. You're going to be out there shooting. You don't want to be that person. You want to be valuable. Collect art collector. I like getting pennies as change, and I've been collecting them for years because right now I think 82 and before is worth 3 pennies. So it's small, but it's a good return on investment, and you get them as change. So yeah, collect them. It's a great thing, I think, personally. C4 attack. With much knowledge comes much power, comes much sorrow, comes much responsibility. Your responsibility, it's stated in the word. Respond ability. Your ability to respond is your responsibility. Yeah, we all know I can do that. Next year, I'll hopefully be more sophisticated and I'll have like GoPro I can do these lives on, and I'll take you outside and show you my plants. No, I can't do that. I'll get a strike. I can't do that. Chad, what's up? Well, keep hold of them, Chad, because they will be worth copper value. People, if it does get that bad for a short period of time, not for years, but for a month or two, it'll be worth having the copper penny that's copper and not copper like nickel and zinc or whatever, zinc and lead or whatever the hell they're making pennies out of nowadays. Because you'll be able to get 3-4 pennies per penny, and then when that happens, thank you, Mary. Yeah, these are just two. Well, there's one that's a Dixie right there. She's my alpha female, and she like plays with him and the other little one like crazy. She's turned into a kitten all over again. She just loves having these little ones around. I mean, they're cats. I love cats, and they're cute as hell. But I didn't want 7 when I woke up, you know. But I have them, so it is what it is. And you can see he's a cutie. Yeah, look into the camera, Bingo. He's like, I'm fixing to go to sleep. I want to sleep in your poncho. Oh, hey, art collector, check this out. I have, if you're gonna grow inside, hold on a second. Oh shit. Sorry guys, be right there. I have this. This is for art collector. It's the Kind LED. I bought it 2 years ago. Never took it out of the plastic. It's one of the best. If you look it up, it's Kind LED. Google it. It's one of the best indoor grow lights out there. This in particular style is $1,500. I did not start indoor growing because I love my outdoor growing. But I'll sell it to you for $300 if you want it. It's obviously big. And it's got all the fans in the back and everything. Like I said, I've never used it. It's all the hookup points for I don't know if you can see that, for hanging. But let me put this back and then I'll come back here. But it is heavy and probably be expensive to ship, and you'd have to cover shipping because I'm going to give it to you at 80% off. Never been used, not 1 second of time on that. I've never turned it on. Got it new. I got like $23,000 a couple 2-3 years ago, and I just started blowing it. And I built a shed. Now my dogs are in. I built a shed I was going to grow in. It's got kind of 2 levels on it. Never bought the light. I was going to get some solar panels and do it solar, but I found out that as an individual, I can't buy solar panels, and I kind of did the whole project, and I got stuck with that. Put the horse before the cart. I should have built the thing and then found out I couldn't get solar panels, and I would have never bought that son of a bitch. Yeah, the black and white one I'm gonna keep with Bingo, aka Little Man, because he is not growing as fast as the other ones. The white one I don't have a name for. I can't even. I don't even have a fathom of a name for him. One has not come to me. It's for the white one. Uh, growing it's an individual thing. It requires knowing your environment and researching everything to make that particular environment the best for that environment. Every environment is different. Size matters, airflow, lots. There's so many variables in indoor growing. I can't even begin to fathom where to start. There's a lot to know. The more you know, the better you'll be, obviously, because there's a lot to know, and there's a lot of mistakes you can make that'll screw you over. And it's a slim. It's got a good margin for profit margin, but you can screw up if you don't know, oh, I didn't realize the humidity would build up and then, I'd get mold on my shit and I had to get a dehumidifier because it's in a room and there's no airflow and I didn't put fans in. There's so many things. So I couldn't recommend that. I would suggest researching it and get what you need for the size and type of environment that you're growing in, because they're all different. This white one here, I don't have a name for. Good night, Mickey. Yeah, indoor growing is a lot of work, and I don't think you get paid. And they've convinced people that outdoor growing out here, believe it or not, they've convinced people that outdoor growing is not as good as indoor growing. And I'm like, you got to be shitting me. The quality I get from an outdoor grow is 10 times that without chemicals. Indoor, you got to add chemicals, man. I'm not a fan of smoking chemicals. I'd rather go, traditional, fucking peace and love, American Indian, natural, no chemical smoking peace pipe. Pretty much, Alan. Outdoors, like I said, I got a couple holes right now. I've already prepped for next April. I'm ready. I'm growing now. They're about that big, about 30 fava beans on each hole to fucking heavily throw the nitrodes in there, so I don't have to add no nitrogen. And I'm already prepping the ground for canis lily and tomato, because when I plant my weed plant, I add azospirillum and micros to the root system, and then I'll plant a tomato, maybe 2 tomatoes, and I'll add azospirillum and micros to those root systems, and then I'll put a canis lily or 2 around them and add azospirillum and micros to the root systems, because all 3 plants are like symbiotic in the family of plants to where they will share resources. And the azospirillum and micros is a fungi. It causes a fungi network to start, and any root system that's symbiotic with another root system hook up into this fungi network, and they share resources. And tomatoes pull one thing out there, canis lilies pull another thing out there, and weed plants pull another thing out there. So they all share resources. And if I have a heavy base nitrogen already in the soil from the nitroids from overwinter growing my fava beans, all I got to do is add water. So yeah, 100% natural. They're going to be about 8 to 10 foot tall. I'm going to have buds fucking 1.5 feet. It's going to be awesome. Indoor has no yield. Outdoors where the yield's at. What? 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago, a buddy of mine, a couple blocks away, grew one. Got to be about 14 foot tall. He got 7 pounds. One plant. Buds, 2.5 foot buds. Huge. What are you guys talking about there? Thank you, Mary. Yeah, smash that like. Make sure to share and subscribe. Yeah, sorry for coming on so late. It's just, I'm West Coast time. When I do make my way back to Alabama, I'll be Central time, and then probably get more views because people won't be asleep. Well, 9 years ago when I was at my other place, I grew in the backyard, and that's the last time I grew a big one for myself. And I had 2 foot. I have pictures of a yardstick and a bud right beside each other. They were in my old computer, though. I need to harvest and the computer died. And I need to harvest the pictures off of a couple of old computers to get those pictures. But I want to replicate it this year or next year. Yeah, I know it's late. And if I was like in Alabama and we were doing this, it would be 7:10 because that'd be 2 hours, or it would be 8 o'clock basically your time. No, because that'd be an hour ahead, so it'd be 7 o'clock. These guys never give up. Okay, big man. Hold on. Get up in there. Get up in there. Tail and all. Tail and all. Yeah, you're East Coast time, art collector. Look at that. I put him in the poncho, and he's going to play with this, and he's going to fall out. I can tell already. Because he's getting too excited, and this is why I don't like him there. He's got sharp little claws. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure my one criteria. Actually, I have 3 criteria when I get a house: is fireplace, bathtub, gas stove, and oven. If it's got those 3 things, I can deal with it. Yeah, see, I don't like that stuff. I'd have a fire going, keep it about 80 inside. What are you doing, big man? Oh, you're just looking at King Simba? Yeah, fireplaces. If it gets cold, man, you guys just don't know. Live in a lighthouse, the most northern lighthouse in Scotland. We saw the Aurora Borealis. It was that far north. It's further north than Maine. And that's how north. Oh, sweet. Excellent, Mary. And we had it was a 2-story house. You can go. It's a Auburn Head Lighthouse in north of Thurso, Scotland. You can Google it, look at a picture, and you see the picture. You see a house with the lighthouse attached to it, and another house separate of it. I lived in that separate house, separate from the lighthouse that was right beside the lighthouse, on the top floor, on the back side, and the fireplace, the one fireplace to that house, was on the other side of the house on the first floor. And yeah, it got god awful cold. God awful cold. Man, it was like wintertime. You'd have like 4 hours of daytime, and the rest of it would be like dark. And then summertime, you'd have like 4 hours of dark and 20 hours of light. That's how far north we lived. I dislike the cold with a passion, with a major passion. I do not like it. And if I move to northern Alabama, I will have 1 or 2 fireplaces in the house. And once it gets below 60, I'll have about 10 cords of wood right outside the front door. I'll have a freaking robot just coming, grabbing a piece of wood and throw it in the fire till spring comes. Keep that fire fucking blazing. And so I'll run up all my carbon credits. Yeah, but I love fireplaces, man. I mean, I'd enjoyed Scotland a lot better if we had more fireplaces, and if my grandfather wasn't such a Scrooge McDuck, and he did not stoke the fire before he went to bed. He made sure it was almost out, and then we'd go to bed, and it'd be like freezing, and then you'd have to get out of that warm bed of your body temperature making it warm into like fucking -20 to run go stoke a fire, or actually start a fire and then allow it to warm up the whole house. It's like, really? Fucking let me sleep right beside the fireplace. I guarantee you I'll keep it going. No, you sleep upstairs on the other side of the house away from the fireplace. Fucking dick. But that was what made me such a strong individual. I suffered a lot. Suffering brings strength. No, I like seeing the leaves change and a little bit of snow and stuff like that. But if my house doesn't have a fireplace, I'm living where it's warm. Bottom line. I'm actually hoping by the next year or so I can get going with my design of a solar powered catamaran and maybe get it into workings to get going, because I'd really love to live on a solar powered catamaran, because then if it gets too cold you just fucking pull up the anchor and go further south. No brainer. Yeah, exactly, Mary. You put the big son bitch in there. These guys just come over here and start purring where I can't even hear myself think. What are you doing? What are you doing? But yeah, invest in the SMRs. Look into it at least for possible great basement floor opportunity. It'd be awesome to get in at the bottom floor. I have this thing right here. This thing right here is a one piece military suit you step into. You put this sumbitch on, you'll be sweating unless it's below zero outside. This was made for the Air Force mechanics on that island in the Indian Ocean. It's like 1.5 miles, 2 miles long, 1/4 mile wide, windy all the time. The military made special gear for the mechanics that work out there because the wind's blowing so hard all the time and it's freaking hella cold. I got 2 of them. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Look at them things. Look at them little rats. Look at them little rats. Little rugrats. Yeah, so that's a definitely stay warm. Now it gets wet, you're fucked. But now I have this thing. I go through Uline because I had an ironworking company. I get this stuff here. It's for company products, and they've got this crap in here. There's full body suits that keep dirt and dust and all this other crap off of you. If I put that little green thing on I just showed you, one of those full body suits. The full body suit keeps you dry. Here they are, yeah. Full body suit. Like that. That one right there. And they're waterproof. Sorry, cat was climbing on. So I throw that green thing on, then I throw the white shit that's waterproof on top of it, cover it up, and then only my hands and my face gets wet and cold. But I tell you what, man, crazy as it seems, I've had to go to San Francisco in the summertime, and I froze my ass off. Because as an iron worker, building in high rise, and I've had to wear that. I took that to San Francisco in the summertime, public transit, carrying my jacket and this shit, and people are like, dude, and they're in their shorts and flip-flops. I'm looking at them going, yeah, I'm 1,000 foot up, bro. It's freezing up there. Windy as hell. You know, actually, one day we got snowed on, rained on, froze out, and then it heated up on us all in a 12-hour shift. Now Gandalf is up there. Yeah, I see you, Russian boy blue. Looking at me. Yes, Mary Radcliffe, and Kat's body temperature is 101 degrees. Ours is 98.6, so they nice and toasty. Space Force, baby. Space Force. And I have myself a little astronaut right here, a little volunteer, Sputnik. You want to go on a space ride, buddy? Ah, man, them cats are a lot. No, it's 101. If it's 103, they have a fever. Titanium Space Works. Sporks. Titanium Space Sporks. See, I get a party this weekend, and I get to smoke cigarettes inside the house. Because the lady that owns the house that lives up here lets me stay down here. She doesn't let me smoke in the house, but she is out of town for the weekend. So I can smoke inside. Although it's better if I smoke outside, because every time I go outside, I find out shit. You see people walking around, checking out cars, or doing other crazy shit. And you're like, hey, what are you doing? Chase them off. So, is anyone going anywhere for Thanksgiving, or are you all staying at your houses? I know next week I have to drive down to Santa Cruz for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday for a job, and then we take off Thursday and Friday, I think, for Thanksgiving. And then if there's no issues on the job, I go back there. That's a 200-mile round trip. That is the absolute furthest I will drive for a job is 100 miles. And that's it. But it's Santa Cruz. And you're like, work in Santa Cruz, Neil? Seriously? Yeah, so, I have to. Their water treatment plant. You are persistent, big man. I don't want you up here. I know, but I don't want you up here. I won't put you down on the ground. The only good thing about driving down that far is I get subsistence and travel in and out. So I'll get a good little check. If I work 2 weeks, it'll be 70 hours. If I work 1 week, it'll just be 30. But I'm hoping to get 2 weeks out of it because I can hook up with Chris Marcus from Arcadia Economics, and I'm going to get him to cut me a killer deal on some 10th ounce platinum coins. And I might actually buy some. If I work 2 weeks, I'll probably buy like 10th ounce platinum coins. Start off small. All right. Well, this has been going on for about an hour. I did just want to bring you information, the newest information about SMRs. The Philippines signed a contract with the U.S. government. They will have a working SMR in the Philippines, several of them, by 2028. 4 years. Buy the stocks now, people, because once they have working models out in the field with all the power problems and the power supply issues and the infrastructure issues and the cost of energy, people are going to be looking at that going, maybe our town should buy one, maybe our city should buy one, and stocks are going to be going up. Take care. Peace out. We're fixing in this live stream anyhow, my friend. Thank everybody for stopping by. Thanks for the thumbs up. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Be kind, helpful, and grateful, because it is truly a better place to be at in life than if you're not kind, helpful, and grateful. Even if it costs you something to be kind, helpful, grateful, the payoff in the long run is 10,000 times the cost of being kind, helpful, and grateful. Buy yourself some silver and some platinum. You guys take care. Have a good evening. I shall talk to you later. Let me hit this button here. Peace out.